officer would never think. Clearly, there's something going on with this gentleman that's not normal.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your video and sharing your story with us. Also, this is the situation here on scene. It hasn't changed very much. The black Porsche is still surrounded by several bomb squad members. They're still surrounding that car, still going in and out of that area. We were trying to get closer, maybe about an hour ago. We were trying to get closer to the scene, and we were yelled at. We were yelled at by an officer that said he did not want a body to be shown on national TV. He didn't want us to get any closer. He didn't want us to see anything like that. But again, we can't confirm whether there is somebody down. There is somebody down there. Now, we spoke with another lady who lives in this building right here, straight ahead. This is the West Oaks apartment complex here. And she says that she woke up just after 6 o'clock this morning. She heard her husband leaving for work, driving a Mustang. She says her husband's car is very loud. That's when she started hearing all those gunshots. She started hearing gunshots going louder and louder, closer and closer. Then she heard her husband's car screech. She looked out the window. Her husband's car was stopped. She called him on the phone. She said, "Honey, what's going on?" And she said all that he was saying is that I'm hit. I'm hit. She called 911, tried to look out the window just to see what she could see, maybe if she could see the gunman. But again, she didn't see much of anything going on. Again, after 6 o'clock, 6:15, it's still dark out at those early hours. Now, she did tell us, moving on to this vehicle, this Porsche, this black Porsche that has been surrounded for the past several hours here, bomb squad's unit going in and out of that black Porsche. Also, a robot said to going into that vehicle. That vehicle, that license plate, has come back to a Nathan Desai. This woman, this neighbor who lives in that building, says that is her neighbor. He lives in apartment 509. She says doesn't really know much about him other than he is an attorney. He keeps to himself, believes that he's single. Nothing really ever stood out other than one incident where she says that several months ago there were contractors doing work on the roof of their building. There were contractors doing construction projects in their building, and she says he apparently was awoken by them at around 7 o'clock on some morning, and he said that he didn't like that at all. He came out of the house with an AR-15 and threatened these construction workers. She says police were called. It was put on the record. But again, this Nathan Desai, the vehicle that is connected here at the scene, that vehicle connected to Nathan Desai comes back registered to this man. Cannot confirm if that is the shooter. All we know is that his vehicle is being searched right now, still being searched several hours after this incident happened here. Still surrounded. This whole area is blocked off all the way down to Wesleyan. So lots going on here. I expect that we're going to be here for several more hours until they are able to figure out what's going on with that black Porsche and this situation here as far as a dead body. A body possibly here still on the scene. Guys?
Yeah, Sophia, Lee had just an incredible tale to tell. I marvel at how calm he is.
Sorry, Andy, say that again. I'm having trouble
I was just going to say, Lee had an incredible tale to tell, but what struck me the most, what I marvel at, is just how calm he was as he was describing the chaos unfolding to you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that just goes to show his character, to show that he's very calm in that situation. Another person that we had spoken with earlier this morning, he was driving down Law Street here. He says that he heard an explosion in his vehicle. It was one right after the other. His right passenger side got hit. Then his headrest right here behind his head and on his shoulder was hit. He said he didn't stop. He didn't look around. He didn't know what was going on. He just kept going. He wanted to get out of there. When he finally pulled off to a nearby gas station, he realized when he saw bullets in his car that he was actually being shot at and being hit. We spoke with him maybe 10, 15 minutes after that all happened, and he was saying he was still just clearly shaken up, by what had happened. And Lee Williams definitely was able to capture those moments calmly. I don't think that maybe he realized the gravity of the situation, though, as he said, until he felt that bullet whizzing by his head. And that's when he knew, time to go, time to move, get out of the way.
Terribly frightening moments, and some of it caught on camera. Sophia Ojeda reporting live for us at the scene near the 4400 block of Law. We appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right, to recap now, we are